Good morning, everybody. This is Shruti Kirti. The topic that we have chosen is Central Patient Register. During the time of COVID 19 or say any other pandemic, the most important aspect becomes the communication between the hospital authorities, which are admitting the patient, treating the patients, and providing the information to the state. Now, at this particular point of time, the time is the essence, and hence we need to have a seamless communication between the hospital and the respective authorities. Considering that idea in mind, we have come up with the idea of Central Patient Register. So, what exactly happens when there is any kind of a breakout? Here, um, when any disease breaks out, that information is generally generated from the hospital side, that so many patients have been recorded for this particular disease. Now, to analyze those data, generate that particular report, it takes certain manual efforts. What we are trying to come up is to have an automated process. Just imagine you enter your hospital in the hospital register. You are entering the patient details who has got admitted, and you just put its disease and the symptoms and the medicine that you're treating it with. Now, in the background, as soon as you submit, there is a robot, you can say, or there is some other medium which actually checks how many patients of this particular disease have actually come up, or rather provide this complete information to a central register, where from other districts also the information would come. And in the central register, what will happen is there could be a process, automated process, that we have built to collaborate all the registers, or rather say all the district level disease management system, which was going to collaborate and provide the statistics that this particular district is having these many cases of this particular disease. We can also look for different other analysis, like to have what is the age distribution for a particular disease. So COVID-19 um, is being spread among which particular age group at the most, or what is the geographical positioning, which area is getting most affected. And likewise, these information could further be posted into their own portal. So rather say if Maharashtra government is owning a portal and they want to see in a single platform what are the information or which are the areas which are most affected, in a very you would say seamless communication, or rather we say in real time. So that is also we are trying to incorporate. So here we go. The inspiration for us was basically the condition in India, which is in the districts also the authorities do not get the information in the real time. So the process here is provide the information about the patient and the disease to the district level authorities in the given amount of time. So what our process does is it collects the patient standard like patient details in the standard format, and then it segregates it disease wise, does some analytics upon which diseases is exploring or is expanding in a particular group, or in a particular region, what are the major diseases that are happening. So once these things are collaborated and provided to the authorities, even they come to know that okay, my area is having these three diseases at the prominent position, so these are the things that I have to tackle. And for these diseases, what our bot can further like as a future scope, you can say, if there is like inventory of suppose COVID is exploring, and if the COVID medicines are not available, the person knows okay, these are the medicines that I need to take care. So it can automatically like go ahead and do the purchase request, get it delivered. Those things like purchasing and supply chain could also be automated along with this. So that's a future one. So proceeding further, so how we built it, we have a patient registration form. Utilizing the patient registration form, the bot collects the information of the district level hospitals, then from different districts. There is a central repository which merges the hospital details or the patient information coming from the different districts, and then age wise it represents the chart, like which age group of people is being affected by which disease. So that analysis is made. Apart from that, we have also showing a pie chart that shows like, okay, these are the diseases that are happening, so what are the major contributors of it. And apart from that, what we have is a geo chart. So in the real time, as soon as your data is getting updated in the background and the bot is processing it in a geo chart, you would always be able to see here we are taking a single disease, that is COVID-19. If that is not needed, we can also like take other diseases, whichever is prominent one, and for that particular disease a real time map will be generated along with the number of patients getting affected, so as to give a very real picture. So what are the challenges with ANN2? AA 2019, as we see, is quite different compared to the previous version. So working upon them has provided us quite a good learning. And to implement the idea of central patient register on national level to collect and manage huge data was a bit of challenging. So what we have done is we are having our own set of data. What we try to do is create certain test data, so that considering that is the patient information, we are trying to show this particular demo. What we have learned that the correct data or the collection of analysis could play the vital role in predicting the future of danger. So another thing what we can consider as a future scope is, after the analysis is done, a futuristic algorithm could be put into place in order to generate what could be the next 5 days or next 7 days scope of any particular disease, or if it is so rapidly changing like COVID. But if it is not, if it is a different, such as malaria or typhoid or any other disease, then we can increase the duration, say 7 days to a month, 2 months, in order to understand like what is the cycle and what are the predictions that could be made upon them. And AA 2019 has come up with many new add-ons to enhance the data analysis capacity and scope of automation. So that is also something that we have learned. What we are proud of is basically that we are able to get the desired output that we thought of. We got equipped with the new functionalities of AA 2019, how the extraction works, how is the new rather say automated how we say is how we have the attended automation in a new way. So that is something that we are also trying to present. We are proud that we are able to generate the reports from the data that we are kept in our hand, and using that report, it could provide insights to the district authorities or to the state authorities together. What is next for the central patient register? Bot can maintain those information state-wise as mentioned. So right now I'll show the demo for Maharashtra, and maybe the same could be implemented for other states as well. Bot can maintain the accidental cases also on the case like state-wise information. Bot can categorically post the same update to district portal. Now apart from this, what can be the future? Just imagine where a place or an emergency where you need to get the hospital do the registration and the formalities as soon as possible, because you are at your home, there is an emergency situation. So what if there is an IVR service which you just dial in, provide all the details of the patient that needs to be registered. Our bot at the back end, like the one over here, takes the complete information, registers the patient, allocates the respective doctor, sends a confirmation to the person who has requested for the patient to be admitted. So as soon as the patient arrives, there is no delay for the registration process. So the forms that we utilize, it's kind of a demo to show, okay, these information can also be tackled by using automation anywhere. So when a patient is coming to the hospital, there would be no delay. Directly he will go into the bed would be ready, the doctor would be ready, and they can get started. And as soon as the diagnosis and the rest of the reports come, our bot will go into picture. It will do the background analyzing of the data, send it to the central patient register, and from there the government will also know, okay, these are the cases that have come quite regularly. That could be an additional feature. What else can be taken care? If the way that we are presenting our forms to take the input, if we can have a contactless machines, you just go to the hospital, stand in front of the machine, say your information, the bot automatically fills these information for you in this form or any other form, and then the rest process, whatever we do, happens in the background. So these are the some of the future you can say scope for our process. Now here we are also having our flow chart, pie chart diagram, the line chart graph that we have created, the real-time picture of the map that we have generated. Then is our Google Drive. So in this drive we have kept our like what is the code, the final freeze of the code is placed here. Apart from that, we have the desktop setup, like what are the files that were required in the desktop, and the video. So the complete end-to-end video is also just to showcase like, okay, what the bot is doing. Now in the video demonstration, this here we would be updating this particular video in order to showcase, okay, this is the video where you can go in. Okay, now coming to the demonstration part. So this is the central patient register. So here what we have done is, let me maximize it. Yeah, so I have already recorded this. So what has happened in my system, I am going to run as a hospital, that is Fortis Hospital, which is from Mumbai. So here I have entered the patient detail. I'm going to enter the date of birth. The age will be calculated automatically. Then I'll be adding the patient address. Post that, the mobile number, and then the gender, the symptoms. So till this it's mandatory. After that, suppose the person has been diagnosed with certain disease, add the disease and the medicine. So this is a form that we say takes the complete information. So once the information is taken, this is our hospital register which gets its own entry. Now we say, like, would you like to create another entry? Would you like to have another patient to be added? If there could be multiple patients, so provide the patient name over here. You have to do the same steps. Now just imagine if these steps could be taken by a contactless machine, just like our ATM, where we communicate with the voice and the whole information gets populated in this manner. Or an IVR machine, which when we call, provide the details of the patient over voice, and form in the background gets updated like this, and the patient entry is generated. That could save quite a lot of time. So here I am entering my second patient detail, that is coming with the symptom, and I'll add the disease also, what has happened to the patient, and the respective meds. Okay, so now as soon as I submit, I'm going to get another pop-up which will say this is the patient number once this entry gets generated. So I got the pop-up saying patient ID, this for that particular person was created. Suppose that I'm just adding another entry to showcase, okay, how the things will be. So adding the admit date, that is also what we are keeping as like to populate on the day when the bot is running. So I have recorded it yesterday. I'm simply adding the date. I'm adding the patient address, doing the same step, providing the mobile number, gender, then go symptom, then the disease and the medicines. Submit. So now the data will be getting entered in my this particular register. Once this is done, I get the detail and I'll say no, that no, my task is done. Now the second thing is for the central patient register. So the central patient register notices that here there are few entries, so you have to make a new entries to the central repository. So that is what has done. It has added the new 3 patient details in the central repository, and now as you can see it was going to create certain graphs. So it created the graphs. Here you see the number of COVID cases were 47, the number of Pune COVID cases were 32. This is like a state-wise repository that we are maintaining. Then here you see the different composition of the diseases, and here you see the different age and the disease comparison that we are trying to make. So we are considering 3 top diseases, and for them we are trying to show this thing, and the map is for only COVID. So that's all from the demo site. This is how the project looks like. Rest the information we have shared it over our repository as mentioned over here, and that is all from our side. Thank you so much.